Speaker Pro Tem of the House, Representative Dale Folwell of Forsyth County, has supported this bill in past sessions. He's leading this effort during this legislative session. Representative Folwell, does this bill take a stance making a social statement, or are you targeting a criminal activity in North Carolina?
We are targeting a criminal activity in North Carolina. We're trying to put into law an option for district attorneys to charge people who harm and murder pregnant women in North Carolina. Now, what's ironic for the viewers is that this law already exists on the Blue Ridge Parkway and other federal property throughout the state. And it's a double standard to have someone who murders a pregnant woman on federal land to be charged with 2 crimes, but anywhere else in North Carolina only charged with 1.
Does the bill outline that a person has to be attacking a woman because she's pregnant to qualify for the double homicide charge?
Well, not because she's pregnant, but we know from recent news stories that many of the women in North Carolina who are being murdered are murdered because they're pregnant. We have the high-profile cases that we've all unfortunately heard about, but then we have those cases like Corinne Bennett at Shaw University, who called her boyfriend, told him she was pregnant. He said, "I'll be right over," and he ended the life of that student and her would-be child. The problem or the challenge as we go through with this is how do you advocate for the invisible? How do you advocate for the victims who are no longer here to speak for themselves?
If a cold-blooded murder in North Carolina will get you life without parole, in jail the rest of your life, what difference does it make whether you add 2 counts of that to a sentence?
That's a great question. What we try to do in Raleigh is actually introduce legislation that changes the behavior of what it is we're trying to fix. I can't sit here and tell you that that's going to happen. What I will tell you is that there should not be one set of laws that apply to the Blue Ridge Parkway and Fort Bragg, but then another set of laws that affect the rest of the people in North Carolina on this particular issue. The reason I'm so interested in this topic is that even though this bill is named after 1 child, it could be named after a number of different children who were killed in North Carolina. This whole process started almost 2 decades ago with Representative Esposito, and then picking up by former Representative Walland, and then Representative Starnes, and then Hilton, and then Steen and myself. And through all that time, all these families have ever asked for, because every year in North Carolina, more pregnant women are murdered. All these families have ever asked for from the North Carolina General Assembly and for their state government is a hearing on this bill. We're going to get a hearing this year and on the Unborn Victims Bill.
Representative Folwell, thanks for being on the show and explaining Ethen's Law. We will be tracking that bill as it makes its way through the legislature.
Thank you.